and the whole lobby smelled like a ruddy brewery. And so then we had our discussions on this policy. So that's why, you know, nothing in the lobby, in that public area, that's why. And I think there are options here where we can possibly do something for the predators and it looks like we likely will for the Legacy Center here, but I am absolutely, totally opposed, based on all my years of supervising and dealing with these kinds of things and having to put these processes in place. And I'll say one more thing. I really don't give a tinker's gall darn about business plans. I really don't. Because are we going to be good old boys and girls? Or are we going to take a social leadership role like leaders should? Anyway. Okay, all right, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Well, I understand your point of view, but I can't agree with it. I mean, 55 years ago, I imagine a lot of the communities and councils were having conversations about whether or not to allow rock and roll into the area. Hence the movie Footloose. Yet I believe we've moved on since then. So,
another 30 years before that, they were having their shots with the council meetings. Things change.
That's very well.
Just one thing I'd like to clear up with Councillor Rowan. I find it really tough to hear anecdotal stuff about, you know, some things that happen. I was in hockey for years, never had an incident where anyone was thrown out drunk. This is not, the CEO and I have had discussions about this. The last thing we want is for the Legacy Center or the Shores to become the town pub. That is not the intent of this. We are dealing with men and women. We are not dealing with 20 and 20-year-olds coming in there and getting hammered. That's why they have smart serve bartenders. They call the shots. And if they blow it and our staff are there and notice it, it's over. It's done. So, the boys and girls thing doesn't do well with me. We're dealing with adults here and it's a business.
So we have a motion on the recommendation as it is. The recommendation is for...
I have a question on that though, but if we limit it to the concrete pad in both, what it says here, the concrete pad at the Shores and the concrete pad at the Legacy in Thomas Hall, are we limiting then, that's the only location according to this report?
I think that the next report that's coming on for the Legacy Center for the Dirty Dog is making an amendment to this.
And what about the Shores?
And we can do the same kind of amendment with the Shores.
Okay.
Yeah.
If we come up with a plan.
Okay. Fair enough. Got it consistent all over. Right on. Okay.
All in questions?
Could I just ask for clarification on Schedule A and B, just so we're all on the same page? In the second last paragraph where it says events that exist for the sole purpose of raising funds for an individual, team, or organization, or specific group of individuals that have no perceived benefit from the greater community are not eligible to receive this designation. Just want everybody to be clear about that, because we do get hockey teams come in, they want to run a ball tournament, they want to run something, and they would not be eligible then for this event of municipal significance. Is that correct?
The money's just going back to the team as opposed to back to the
Yes.
council.
well,
Yeah, most teams though, when they run a ball tournament, they do contribute or something.
Most of these
Yeah.
people that do not, and they
Yeah.
come in every year and they ask for this, and I tell them no, they don't qualify.
Unless they contribute something back to that team, and that's what they want.
ultimately, I want to have a policy that doesn't shut off an option to a team that wants to be a viable entertainment facility for a dream.
I think
So if we have something in there that's going to shut them down, and I'm just using them as an example, could be anybody else who wants to do something, right? I don't see why we have to be so stringent, but I want to make it so that it's open. Options are there. Roadblocks should be removed without putting if we don't.
we can do a follow-up report for the Shores to deal with the predators or whatever comes along, same as we have proposed here for the Legacy Center.
Yeah, I want to get rid of the policy, but I don't want it to disappear. This whole
We're going to do amendments with the 37.
Okay, I've been asked to call a vote. There's something else to add? All in favor? Carried, thank you. Stop sign.
I need a motion for this year.
Moved by Councilor Russell, second by Deputy Mayor Dag. Recommendation, install it?
Yeah.
All in favor? You want to talk to it? Yes, please.
Thank you.
assuming it's the lettering on the canopy, correct?
Lettering on canopy. Okay, because that's something they still want done desperately as well, right?
Want the signs painted up and stuff
They
like
want the
that.
signs painted up as well. Is that on the radar screen as well?
We got money left over for weeks.
Okay. That's a consideration. So-
All in favor of that recommendation, that's carried. Walker Drain Rehabilitation, recommendation there from, moved by Councilor Underwood, second by Councilor Russell. All in favor? Carried. Tender result, okay. Oh, this is, yeah, that was the Walker Drain, that's the only Grand Bend, finally getting that one done.
South Bureau.
What do we do next?
BMX.
BMX, park request. What did I do? Drain maintenance tenders, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Report 92, the drain maintenance work, low tender Van Drill. Motion, Councilor Russell, second by Councilor Cook. Question, Councilor Cook?
Just a different disparity. Did they both bring the same,
Oh, yeah.
the same tender?
Yeah, we did meet with low bid, to talk to him about his tender. We thought it might have been his concerns with crushing this, some of it has to be hand cut. He's very comfortable with his bid.
Wow. All in favor? Carried. 6.11, report number 93. For council direction. Councilor Ullman?
Refer to the 2012 budget and the capital plan for rec and leisure facilities. And, yeah, I think we'll just leave it at that.
Second by Councilor
For
Munson.
discussion, no?
Yep.
I have a recommendation on that, and Councilor Underwood, you jump in here and tell me what you think. I think when you have things that are pointed out in the rec and leisure master plan, especially when it deals with youth, that if we are either in favor of this or exploring it or whatever, I'm wondering if it would be smart to put a sign up that might say future home of the BMX world-class forest facility or whatever. I think, especially with kids, I hate to see them frustrated, and this came up at the all candidates, right, down in Forest, and you know, the kids were there, and I hate to see them seeing bureaucracy as this, entity that doesn't care. So, Councilor Underwood, you speak to it, but I'd like to see something a little more than just send it to budget.
Councilor Underwood.
Yes, I think it's important that we move ahead with this project, considering that it's, well, from what I was looking at it, it isn't gonna cost too much if we do it the way I would like it done. I understand $1,200 for signs, which is use your own risk, maybe don't use one wet, simply because you're gonna destroy the track. But I believe that we have a basic plan going, and as soil is available, we start doing it and putting it up. Now, I was talking, I hope I can, if with your permission, I got a letter from the Optimist Club, because I brought that up to them, and I would like to read it if possible, because I know there was a concern about support from a local group. September 15, 2011, Council Municipality of Lambton Shores, dear council members, this letter is to inform council that the Optimist Club of Forest is highly supportive of the idea of placing the BMX track behind the Dinia storage building on the old railroad tracks in the forest. This type of facility has been continuously requested by the youth in our community, and we believe that will be beneficial to several youth participants. We understand that the youth requesting this facility are the willing participants in this construction and would allow them the opportunity